In a world that is rife of atheism and materialism and the lack of reverence, I'm asking for a call for Eucharistic reverence at Mass through the emphasis and reinstation of Eucharistic prayer number 1, the Roman canon, and for communion to be emphasized kneeling and on the tongue as a normative form of receiving for the Roman Catholic Church. I have been seeing more and more new masses actually doing Eucharistic prayer number 1. Coming from the Novus Ordo side of my childhood, I only saw it on really important holidays, and I didn't quite understand what it was. But now as an adult and as one who attends a traditional Latin Mass, I am overwhelmed with how deep and how Catholic, and therefore how true, Eucharistic prayer number 1, the Roman canon, is. There are parts of it that is composed by St. Peter himself. It's one of our oldest prayers in the church, and I think that it deserves its proper place. So again, I think by really turning people's hearts to better Eucharistic reverence, part of that, of course, is helping our priests out. And one of the best ways is for looking at Mass as just, again, the source and the summit of the Christian life. And so Eucharistic prayer number 1 is more beautiful than the other Eucharistic prayers, and it certainly is worth the time to take as opposed to something like Eucharistic prayer number 3. So I think asking for a rededication of that emphasis would go so far for the priests and certainly for the faithful as well. And also, of course, the normative means of receiving communion. I'm seeing a lot of younger generations, especially, craving for just to kind of give more reverence and deference to our Lord, receiving kneeling and on the tongue. And I think that from the Vatican, really re-emphasizing this great beauty that we have, really trying hard to make sure that we are giving the greatest reverence to our Lord would pay so much dividends in heaven and on earth. At the same time, it would just cut down on liturgical abuses. We saw many of these in COVID, where there were plenty of situations where hosts were stolen or hosts were treated without reverence. And I witnessed some of those firsthand, and it was very, very distressing. And so if we really want to be a people who is after the heart of our Lord, we ought to make sure that we are taking care of his body, blood, soul, and divinity the best way possible. And the church has already given us a prescription for this for thousands of years. And that would be the Roman canon and receiving communion, kneeling, and on the tongue.